Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today we're going to talk about how big goals require big whys. So last week I talked to you a little bit about my big goal for creating my company that will train interns on leadership and marketing and all of that stuff. So that's my huge, really, really big goal. But a really big goal like that has to have a big why. And the why is so important for you, especially as leaders. You have to have your why, because the reality is it's going to be hard. There are things that you're going to run up against when you have a really big goal, and you're going to struggle with that. And that's okay. It's part of the growing process, and it's perfectly normal. So don't think, oh my gosh, I'm struggling, there's something wrong with me. No, if you're struggling, it's perfectly normal. But the reason you have to have a really big why is because of those struggles. So my really big why, I had two really big whys for myself, for my big goal. My first really big why was I believe that we need more leaders in the world. And the way I know that I can have an impact on some of those leaders is to bring them in as interns when they're in college and help them learn leadership skills under the guise of learning online marketing and social media and that kind of stuff. And because that's my why, because I believe that some college students need that extra help and support in growing as leaders so that when they graduate, they're more confident in their skills and they can walk in and do bigger things because they're not struggling with the social, personal stuff when they get out of college. So that's one of my whys. And then my other big why is, my husband, I love him. Anyway, my husband is older than I am, and if he wants to go to Florida in the wintertime, I want to be able to go with him. And I won't argue about going to Florida because I like Florida. It's warm. I live in Ohio, where right now I think I have about 4 inches of snow out there. So those are my two big whys. And because those are my big whys, they're the driving force. So when I stumble up against something that's really hard and I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know how to do this, I'm really frustrated, I circle back and I think about why. Why am I doing this? And when your why is bigger than the issues and the things that you fall up against, you'll be shocked at how fast you can get over those stumbling blocks that you keep running into. So that's what I'd love for you to work on today. What's your why behind your big goal that you're trying to achieve? What is the real reason? What's the thing that's going to keep you going even when it's hard, even when you're like, I just fell in this giant hole and I can't get out? What's the why? And then move forward. So embrace your journey, and I'll talk to you next week.